Hello everyone, I'm Rafael Alvarez and this is Alvarez Metalworks. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be installing a brand new CK Worldwide number 26 flex head TIG torch on my Everlast PowerTIG 210 EXT. This is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time now, just been cheap. I haven't done it. Wanted to do it since I bought the machine. But we're going to talk about a few differences and the reason why I wanted to make this upgrade in this video. So let me get you guys flipped around, look at the machine, look at what I've got going on here with the torch and everything, and we'll talk about the details. Okay, so this is the Everlast PowerTIG 210 EXT. Great machine, very happy with the AC/DC. So aluminum and just steel. Here's the factory torch, which is very long. I forget the length of it. I don't really feel like measuring it for you guys. My big issue with this is this torch, as well as the cable and the protective insulation on here. It's cold, it's Syracuse, and even in the summer this is really not that flexible. It's kind of bulky. The torch itself, the head's fine. I don't really ever have any clearance issues there. But when I'm wearing gloves, this big handle is pretty cumbersome. Yes, it has the button here, but I typically use the pedal. I've never ever used this button to ignite the torch. I'm always using the foot pedal. It works. I've never had any problems with it. It's just not my preference. So we're going to be swapping that out. So the first thing I got to do to change this out, it's pretty simple. I'm going to be removing my air line here, which is a quick disconnect, okay, and disconnecting the DINS connector, okay. Real simple. I'm not going to throw this away. I still want it. Specifically if I ever get into a situation where I need this button here, because I can use it instead of the pedal. I may eventually down the road just get a rheostat for the bigger, the CK torch. But as of now, I'm not going to. Okay, so we've got our torch in here. This is actually two pieces. The torch itself, the model number is CK26-25-RSF, RSF, there's a space and then FX, okay? It's a 25-foot lead, which is really nice because when it comes to working on some of my larger projects, I don't have to drag my welder all over the damn place. I will to a certain degree because I got to get to my foot pedal, but at least with the torch I'll be able to access, really areas that are pretty far away from the actual machine. At some point I'm going to try to get a foot pedal with a longer extension though. The other part is the adapter. The adapter consists of, with this for this particular machine, it is a quick disconnect, and what you get here is this little plastic housing. It's all taken apart right now, comes put together. You get the DINS connector, the DINS 35 connector, which goes inside of there, and your torch hose connects here. And then the hose that comes off of this is actually your quick disconnect that goes into the machine. Okay, so the only thing that's coming out of this connector is your red torch lead with your flex cable that goes to the torch, which is really nice. Eliminates a lot of the bulk. So this adapter for this particular machine is part number CKSL8-35QD. Okay, I'll put a link in the video description on where you can find both of these on Amazon. If you guys choose to buy them on Amazon, it does help my channel out, helps me out a little bit. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so that would be greatly appreciated. But here's how this works, okay? You're going to need two 5/16 wrenches or a crescent wrench and a 5/16 wrench. And what our first task is, take it apart, get the plastic housing off of it, grab this connector here, and grab the end of your torch here. Now this is a compression fitting, so you don't need Teflon tape or anything like that. Just start screwing it in. This is about as simple as it could possibly get. Okay, once that's tight, take your wrenches and snug it up. It's a little bit cumbersome. Now you don't need to be super tight, but it is a compression fitting, so you're going to want it to be fairly snug. Once you got that piece together, it's actually really simple. You throw shit all over the floor to start with. Bump the camera. So you take this half and this half. You see here how this side bumps out? That's to compensate for that hose. The hose that sticks out there. So take this, put it on here. You'll see here on the end it's keyed, so it's only going to go one way in there anyways. So I have it in there, fits nice and whatever. Can't get the focus, there we go. Here on the inside, looks like that. And take your other piece, and now this has this weird slide-in type connection here at the base. It's a little bit weird. It will go in. Have to kind of put it in there at an angle. Once this is together, it's actually really difficult to take apart. Well, not super difficult, but it is difficult to get apart. So make sure your black hose is inside of here, as well as the red hose. Put that together like so. Click in place. It's there. Then you take the threaded on cap that holds the two pieces together. And boom, you're done. Take this. Right there. It's in the machine. You take your, now this is an awful lot of hose. CK Worldwide, helpful hint, this doesn't need to be that long. I'll probably coil it up and zip tie it. It goes here in the quick disconnect. If you have one of these machines, you already know about that. And it's in. Just make sure it's not, it's not going to come out of there. And that's it. You're done. Now, this torch doesn't come with any consumables. No cups. It does come with a button cap for the back. And it comes with the pencil cap on the back. I don't believe it has any collets, cups, collet bodies. Yeah, no collets, no cups, no collet bodies. So you'll have to pull that off your old torch or purchase some. If you're going with a smaller torch, you'll have to buy some if you don't already have them. But this is a number 26. What I took off of there is a 26, so everything should be compatible. There's no proprietary stuff in there. But let me show you these two torches side by side. So, number one, like I said, this hose is a massive selling point to me. It's very flexible, it doesn't knot up, it doesn't kink, whereas this is just very clumsy, very stiff, especially here in the wintertime. But size-wise, not a huge difference, but I don't have this big fat piece here, and I don't have this kind of hokey stuff going on that's down in this area. It's just a big handle. It fits nice in my hand. Hold it like I'm supposed to. versus kind of fumbling with this. This just doesn't feel quite right. If you go with the smaller torches, the number 17, the number 8, the number 17 or the number 9, which are air cooled, you can get the water cooled equivalents. But if you go with those, this part of the handle is actually much smaller. This is essentially just a removable handle. So let me kind of show you here. This is what you have in there. You know, nothing super special. You know, like I said, this is just a handle, just a plastic thing. It just slides on there. So the torch head's right there. If you ever damage the torch head, you still have your hose. You just disconnect it from here, get a new 26 torch head. The handle will slide right onto it. Boom, you're done. Versus having to, you know, replace all this and unscrew it. You got the switch in there. If you want a rheostat for this, they sell the finger rheostats that you can zip tie onto there. So it's just a little bit more comfortable setup. And any of you guys who have ever done any TIG welding, you know being comfortable is extremely important, because that's what's going to dictate whether you have good looking welds or not. It makes a huge difference when it comes to dipping your tungsten, so on and so forth. So it's just, comfort is very key to making sure that you're getting a good quality weld. So with that being said, I'm going to swap over these consumables. There's no need to show you guys this being tested. If you know how to TIG weld, you know what TIG welding looks like. The torches are going to perform the same. There's no difference in the performance. It's just comfort. So there's no point in me showing you guys that. But, you know, you should know that. You take your cup off, unscrew your cap, right? Unscrew your collet body. Your collet's in there. Torch is disassembled. I take this, screw in my collet and the collet body. The tungsten is still in there. Okay. The old button cap I have will actually work on this too. So I have a couple of them now, but I'll probably put the pencil one on here just for the sake of doing it. If you guys don't know, that button cap is solely there just so that you can save some space. Once your tungsten gets worn down to a certain point, you don't need this long pencil cap because you don't have the tungsten way up in there. If it's short enough, you can use the little button caps and save yourself some room. So, real super simple. And screw on your cup. Torch is assembled. You know, I got to pull the tungsten out a little bit, but it's ready to go. That's it. That being said, thank you guys for watching. Like always, subscribe, comment, like. Quick heads up, I'm not sponsored by CK Worldwide. I'm not sponsored by any of their suppliers. I bought this with my own cash money through Amazon.com, and it is what it is. I bought it because I knew it was good. These are just as good as your Weldcraft torches. There's really no difference in my honest opinion. They're good quality. The flex heads on here is amazing. You know, no complaints. It's everything I expected it to be. If you want to help improve the comfort of you know, your TIG torch, look into CK or even Weldcraft for that matter. But what you're really looking for is this hose. This hose is money, and this is really nice to have. Like I said, I mean, you know, it doesn't kink on you. It's very flexible. It's not going to knot up on you. It's really nice to have. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like. Check out RourkeSupply.com. They're my channel sponsor. Use coupon code METAL. You'll get 10% off anything that you order from them. And with that being said, thank you for the support, and I will talk to you guys later.